What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to make a modern house. This is the 74th installment of Modern House. Man, that number keeps climbing. And this one's a bit different. I've never really done something like this. Like, I did one a while back with where it was sitting on a base, but it wasn't specifically like this. This one is very far back, though, which is the only complaint that I have with it. I think that it looks fine. So you could even completely remove the base and ignore all that and just have that house sitting flat on the floor, if that's what you would prefer. I did this just so I could add a pool. And, yeah. Also, I've decided I'm not gonna, like, because I always did townhouse and they'd replace the Ribbon House for whatever that, rotation would be, as I call it, or whatever. I'm just gonna, not skip rotations like that anymore, because it's probably gonna get more and more complex with random things. So it'll just be easier to follow a specific, guideline. So, basically, yeah, this is all here's the inside space of your house. You don't have a lot of space if it's just this house, but you have this entire area, which is very big. And, yeah, you do need more than 9 materials for this. I think it's 11 if you want to include the leaves. But the spacing of this is a 21 by 32. This is what I mean when I'm talking about how it's far back. That line right there is where it starts. So basically, it's about, like, not even 20. It's, like, probably 15. 15 by 20, not even 20. Not even by 20. It's, like, 15 by 15 or something. Like that. But the materials we need are gray concrete. I very much so butchered that, but you get the point. White concrete. Light gray concrete. We need all the concretes. Well, those are the only 3, but you get the point. Black stained glass panes. Black stained glass blocks. Spruce wood planks. Acacia door. Oak wood planks. And oak wood stairs. Is that all you need? Other than, oh no, you need water bucket and also, oak leaves. Starting from the front right-hand corner of your 21 by 32 good cover mate, you want to count backward by 3. And going backwards, you want to place 29 gray concrete. And then move left with 18. Forward with 14. Left 2. Forward 4. Right by, I want to say 11. Yes, that is correct. And forward by 13. You then want to move right with 3 oak wood stairs, gray concrete, move back with 3 gray concrete, and then right with 4, and you should connect back to the point that you started at. Just like that. That is basically the entire space that you're going to be needing for this. You then want to place 3 additional rows of gray concrete on top of the gray concrete. Ignore the oak wood stairs for now. But yeah, just like this. You want to go all the way around and place 3 rows of gray concrete. Again, none of this is necessary. You don't need to add a base like this, nor as tall, but I just figured I wanted to add a pool, so might as well make an entire base for it. Maybe a little bit excessive, but you know. Honestly, don't think you need your house sitting on a giant platform. Unless you're on a hill, that would actually be really cool. This would be one of those houses that you'd put mountainside with the foundation below it, or the base, or whatever you want to call it. So then the base will just extend down to wherever the mountain is. I feel like that'd look really cool for some reason. Maybe turn the pool into a waterfall. Oh, that sounds like a genius idea. Although I don't build on hills, I build on flat land. But if I ever built this in a hill, or if you do, then you could try to, like, turn... Because there's a little gap here at the front, there's a slit at the front and the left. You could turn one of those into, like, a waterfall if you wanted to, going down. That's just my thoughts. I don't know. Well, once you're done with this, we should have... We're going to kind of be doing this step by step, I guess. So we're going to start with... We're going to just fill in the... We're going to finish the gray concrete section. And then we'll do the pool, and then we'll do the actual house, and then extra features. Which, there's only 2 extra features, and that's pretty much water and the leaves. The leaves do go outside the grid if you want to make them go all the way around. I didn't actually make them go all the way around, I just put them on the front, because I was lazy. I don't know why I did it that way. It has something to do with the grid, I guess. But, yeah, from this oakwood stair row, you want to bring it up diagonally backwards with 3 rows of oakwood stairs. Just like that. So you have a staircase, and then you can run up the staircase and fall into nothing. That'd actually be a really good trap. If you put, like, string there, and then had, I don't know if there's a way to wire that properly, where there's, like, it's something that's under the steps that just opens up a trapdoor and then you fall to your doom. Anyways, now, at the top row of gray concrete, you want to fill in the middle of it with oakwood planks. You don't have to do this step. This step is helpful, but you don't need it. I'll try to explain it in a way that you won't need it, but I would recommend doing it. Even if your floor isn't going to be oakwood planks, it'll just make it easier in the for the future to have it just as a base to work on. I have no recollection of the grid, by the way, for the house, so I hope I can remember the numbers. It's not memorized. There's no way I'd be able to memorize it, but I have, hopefully everything I need. I just take images because I'm very lazy. I did, for the first tutorial, I did, like, try to make an entire plan out for it. It was McDonald's. So McDonald's was my first. It just took me that to figure it out. And I just realized it was way too, lengthy, so I just decided, you know what, let's just do photos instead. And for some reason I've gotten better at it. You'd expect me to get worse because I'd have more numbers rolling in my head from past tutorials, but no, I seem to be getting, like, better at remembering those numbers and better at kind of understanding what to do. But anyway, once you're done that, this is what you should have. That's your main structure done, basically. That's what the entire house will sit on. That's basically what everything is branched off of from this. Now, come to the left side. So you basically, like, you have this big kind of square taken out here, or rectangle, I guess. Oh, yeah, it's a rectangle. Don't mind the voice crack. So you want to come to the kind of back left of this, where this little sticky out part is. That was very descriptive, but this sticky out part. And you want to come down to the ground, and you want to count right by 1, so you're on the second block, which is that one, on the bottom. Then you want to move forward with 10 white concrete. And then right with 9. Just like that. Place an additional row of white concrete on top. And then you want to skip a row and then place a row of white concrete at the same level of the top row of gray concrete that just kind of follows that same outline. Just like that. So that's kind of that slit that I was mentioning earlier. So what you can do is, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, you can just leave it like that, because I don't think it looks bad that way. But at the corner, you just want to connect the corner with the white concrete. It makes it look a little bit more stable, and you can also connect the sides if you'd like. But I did not. I left it just like that, which, it's up to you what you prefer. And then what you want to do is you want to come inside this area, in this little grass square, you want to break all of the grass, and you want to replace it with a light gray concrete. Some of my sound is being really weird. I can't tell if it's the angle that I'm breaking the glass at, or if it's, or the grass, or if it's, like, actually a thing that is my headset's fault, which it might be both. Alright, just like that. So, that's that part done. Now what you want to do is you're going to take out your black stained glass panes, and you basically, on top of the outer row of gray concrete, you want to place black stained glass panes except for where the pool is. Where the pool is, basically, when you hit the row of the gray concrete block that there's a white stained glass pane on, where there's a white concrete left of it from. Sorry, I can't speak properly. So, okay, this black stained glass pane's on top of the gray concrete, which has a white concrete to the side of it. You're going to place one more black stained glass pane moving inward from that, and then stop there. And then the rest just wants to be black stained glass panes. Except for, obviously, that intersection. So you want to be able to access the pool, basically. Sorry if my instructions have been bad today. I don't know why. Some days I just can't say the words properly that I have to say. Just like that. So you can see there's one pane moving inward from, kind of inwards on this pool, like inside the pool, basically. Just like that. Now let's build the actual house itself, which shall be fun, I guess. So, we're gonna end up destroying some of the panes, which is fine. But first thing you want to do is come to this little sticky out part here at the left, which is this. You want to come to this back corner here of the black stained glass panes, which is that corner right there, the one that I just placed a pane on top of. Don't place a pane on top of it though, but this corner, the back of the sticky out section, and you want to count backward by 4, and place a white concrete. Bring that white concrete right by 3. Or sorry, right by 4, not 3. So you have a total of 5. And then bring that right white concrete forward with 4 light gray concrete. So you should have 3 blocks of oak and then gray concrete in front of it. So you generally don't need the grid, or the oak wood plank base, because I did that easier than I was actually anticipating for me to do it. Which doesn't happen, like, ever. And then you want to go right and you want to place 4 light gray concrete. Move back down right with a black stained glass block. Then place an acacia door. You will have to place a block under that. You can just place a placeholder block and then figure out what you want your floor to be. I'd make your floor like, I guess in the main hallway. I usually use spruce, but the second floor has spruce on it, so I wouldn't do that. And then black stained glass block to the right of the door. 4 down right with a light gray concrete. Right by 4. And then back until you hit the back right-hand corner of the grid, which is, I think, like 16? 13, I was close. I was just a shot in the dark. I know, I probably shouldn't do that, but, oh well. And then you want to move left from that, so going across the back of the build with 12 light gray concrete. Is that correct? No, 11 light gray concrete, sorry. So it should be 1 block shorter than it is at the front. I don't know why I did it that way, but I did. And then you want to move 4 dagger to the right and place a black stained glass block. Acacia door. Black glass. 4 dang left with a light gray concrete. 4 dang left with a white concrete. Left by 4. And then forward by 3. Just like that. Now, basically, wherever black stained glass panes are touching a concrete block, you want to break that black stained glass pane, except for the first block that's touching it on the row. So basically, like there, you can see where it's touching it. You want to leave that, but the middle ones you want to destroy. Same here on this right side, except for that corner. You just want to get rid of that corner. Basically, if there's a gap where you can see, it's either going to be oak or just air for you, you want to break all the black stained glass panes in that row, except for that first block. So I'll show you an overhead, and hopefully that'll be able to help you with it. Just like that. So you can see there's only one touching at the front right-hand corner, front left-hand corner, white concrete, back left-hand corner, white concrete, back left-hand corner, light gray concrete. Just like that. Now, the 4 corners of the white concrete, you want to bring up by 10 with white concrete. Leave everything else be. You then want to connect them all together at the top block. Fill in the top with black stained glass blocks. And then fill in the left front and back with black stained glass paints. Leave the right be, because there isn't actually like a shape here, and this will just look inside the building. So, yeah. This is gonna be not as long as I was anticipating for it to be, not gonna lie. I just thought of something very daring. Do I build Little Nightmares 2 in Minecraft? Do I want to try that? That sounds like a horrible idea, yet a genius idea at the same time. Genius in the meaning that it'll probably be almost impossible. But, hey, you never know. With the proportions of that game, it'd probably be impossible. Alright, just like that. That's pretty much, you're pretty much almost done, actually, at this point. So am I, although I've already built this once, because, yeah. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to work on this build side by side. So what you want to do is, come to the, I guess, the front left-hand corner of light gray concrete, but at the back of that row, so it should be touching the white concrete, but it should be out the front, where I just place that light gray concrete. Except don't place a light gray concrete, because there's not going to be one there. You want to place moving forward 4 black stained glass panes. Go right with 3 black stained glass panes. Light gray concrete. Black stained glass block. Skip over the door. Black stained glass block. Light gray concrete. 4 black stained glass panes. And then back with 3 black stained glass panes. Copy that row one more time, except you're going to want to place black stained glass block above the door. Subtle differences. And then you want to place your light gray concrete on top of that, but where it basically goes above the door, you want to just go straight across to create a straight line at the front. Just like that. You then want to place another row of light gray concrete on top of that. And then place a row of black stained glass panes on top of that. Now we're really starting to be close to being done. Not gonna say whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're almost done. I guess for you it's probably a good thing, because unless you like building, then fair enough, which I like building. You know, you'd think, you'd hope I'd like building. You really honestly would. Oh yeah, I remember that. April 1st of 2020. I'm dumb. Very dumb for reasons like that. But it does look good. Anyways, behind this top row of light gray concrete here at the front, you want to place 3 rows of oak wood. No, place 4 rows of oak wood planks moving back. Or if you're daring, you can place 5. You literally could place 6. 6 will still technically be needed in some parts, yet not others. Why did I say that so creepily? That was weird. Anyways, just like that. You want to come to the right side of this, and behind the black stained glass panes, you want to place a row of light gray concrete that is 4 blocks high, and then you want to place an additional 5 on top of it. Just like that. You then want to connect that top block to the left so it touches the white concrete section. And then at it doesn't actually matter what side you start at, but at one of the sides you want to place up diagonally backwards from the oak wood planks, you want to place a spruce wood plank. Bring it right by 3. backward diagonal with a black stained glass block. Right with an acacia door, you will have to place an oak wood plank or something under that. Black stained glass block to the right. Spruce wood plank 4 diagonal right, and bring it right by 3. Just like that. So you can see I did put just in between the 2 rows of 4 spruces, a row of oak wood planks down, and then a row of oak wood planks behind that for the door to sit on. Then going left to right or right to left on top of that does not matter. You want to place a spruce wood plank, 2 black stained glass panes, spruce wood plank, black stained glass block, skip over the door, black stained glass block, I'm not specifying directions by the way, spruce wood plank, 2 black stained glass panes, spruce wood plank, just like that. You then want to copy that row 1 more time. Except you want to place a black stained glass block above the door. Oh, my voice just went from 15 to 0 on a scale of 1 to 100. And then you want to place a row of spruce wood planks on top of that, except it wants you just go straight across, creating a line, just like that. That's pretty much the front of your build done. That's the front of the actual house section complete. Is it a bug inside or outside? It doesn't matter either way. Alright. Next step. Come to the right side. And what you want to do is you want to place on top of the row of light gray concrete, only on the right side you want to place 4 rows of light gray concrete. You then want to bring the 4 rows of spruce backwards with 7 rows of spruce wood planks. And then the back right hand corner wants to come up with 5 light gray concrete. And then it wants to connect all the way forward to the other light gray concrete. Just like that. The window should give you the proportions that you need for that. And that is basically a straight line right there, just so you know. Although apparently I cannot move my cursor in a straight line. Now what you want to do is you want to fill in the back side of this in with a flat wall of light gray concrete. And then we're almost done now. Like we were almost done before, now we're almost done. I don't know what the extra almost does, but I am saying almost way too much right now. And I just said almost again. Okay, now I'm just doing it on purpose. Just like that. Flat wall. Pretty simple. That's pretty much the back done, technically. Well, from what you can see. If you move over a little bit, you can see there's a wall here missing. So let's work on that wall. Come to the acacia door and you want to surround it in black stained glass blocks. Just like that. You then want to give me a moment here. You then want to bring this front block of light gray concrete up with 9 light gray concrete. So then in the middle of this, you want to place, up diagonally from the black stained glass blocks, you want to place 2 rows of light gray concrete moving up. Just like that. So they're one on top of the other. They're not moving diagonally towards you. Then 3 rows of black stained glass panes. And then 2 rows of light gray concrete. Just like that. Now what you want to do is you want to fill in this section right here, this one. You want to fill in the roof of this with light gray concrete. You can use a different block. However, if you're going to use something like black stained glass blocks, for example, I would rim the walls with a row of light gray concrete like that. And then fill it in with black glass, just so it isn't above that wall and so it doesn't look weird. You can fill it in with quartz slabs, you can fill it in with whatever you choose. I'm just here to give you a general design, and then you can improve on it as much as you'd like. Which I always encourage, because here's my genuine thoughts. It's good to use tutorials to start. Like, when you first start Minecraft and you're, like, you're not experienced with building. I was gonna say not good at building, but you might be. That's mean, too. That's like, and it's just good to get some ideas flowing in your head, and then once you get, like, a genuine concept that you think is good, you nail it down, you can use tutorials, and then slowly just use those tutorials and start to improve on them, and then make your own designs, and then go from there. Like, I might show some at the end of this video just for fun. I have made some horrible old designs. I have a party city, I have an appliance storage, I think I spelled appliance wrong on. I might have fixed it, though. I don't know if I did. I might have, but I don't know if I did. And I have just a ton of things like that. But, yeah. Alright, now what you want to do is clear inventory and get out oak leaves. Or any leaf, whatever, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to get oak. Water bucket. And a placeholder block. You can use leaves as your placeholder block. I'm going to use the most obnoxious block I can find. Magenta concrete. No offense to magenta. Magenta's a good color, but I don't know why. It's just, it doesn't work in the scheme of this, which is what I'm trying to go for here. You're gonna destroy the block, which is why I picked magenta. Like, if you were gonna say it, I'd probably say black glass, or gray concrete, or spruce wood planks, or oak wood planks, or white concrete, or light gray concrete. Or acacia doors, but that wouldn't work. Alright, on the second row down here in this pool section, which is where the slit is, you want to basically fill it in with your placeholder block. Just like that along this second row. This is going to help with the slit effect. Now what you could also do is, I'll show you actually after. Do I have what I need? Yeah, I do. What you want to do is you want to just place water on top of that, making sure that every block is a source block. Like if I do that, and then that'll make sure that everyone is a source block. And then you want to break your placeholder block, which is why I told you to get a placeholder. And also, I'm sorry for calling magenta obnoxious. It's again, it's a nice color. Ooh, never mind. I didn't actually break a block. I thought I broke that block, but no, it was already like that. Magenta is generally a good color, but in the scheme of this build, it doesn't work. Like, I wouldn't use magenta for a build generally just because of the color doesn't work. Like, maybe for, like, a carpet or something inside of a house, but not for an exterior. Unless you're building a Barbie shop, in which case, go ahead. But that was just an example. So, yeah, that's what I have. Now, what you can do is you can get out barrier block, which if you're in creative, you can do this. If you're in survival, I don't think you can, because I don't know if string would work. And what you can do is you can basically just place barrier blocks on the outside of the little, water, like, outside of the strips. And you can just waterlog the strips. Now, this will actually create a weird effect, which I did now notice. It's going to, A, create a running effect, and B, it will kind of look a little bit weird. I don't know if I can actually, do that now. Oh, no, I can. There you go. Back to how it should be. But, yeah, you can do that if you so choose. It's up to you. It does create that weird running effect, though, and sure, it looks weird here, but it looks more like a waterfall. Or you could do what I said you could do and make it a waterfall, which doesn't work very well here, but... I just like that. Now, what you can do is you can place around the base of your builder, you can place a row of oak leaves. I'll show you some other spots you can place oak leaves as well. I'm gonna go all the way around this time. It will, encroach on the grid, which is fine, but yeah. It doesn't really matter at the front, it only matters on the sides, if you're, like, building this in that kind of a spot. But I wouldn't build this next to anything, like, directly. I wouldn't put a building touching this, just because of the way this is kind of, made. It just wouldn't work, because all the black stained glass panes would be touching, and then you'd have to switch it to oak, and it'd just be a hassle. And you can find other spots, like under this row of white concrete here, you can place some oak leaves. I think I placed them there on the original, actually. Oh, no, I did, but I removed them. And then you could even just go around the entire base of this if you really wanted to. Like that. If you think that looks good or not, it's up to you. But, yeah, once you're done, ladies and gentlemen, that is the 74th installment of Modern House complete. It's been a lot. We're gonna hit 100 by the end of this year. By the end of, probably the time of my birthday, honestly. Alright, so quickly I do want to show you some of the things that I've made in this world. You're gonna see a lot that is, well, some of this isn't even mine. Like, that isn't mine. There's a couple things that aren't mine in this world, but I don't like that. But I've made some very interesting things here. Here's one. I don't like I personally don't like any more the letters on top of the build. Inside, I'll show you. But I didn't make an animal shelter. It's just all stone. It really needs more to it. But, you're not supposed to be. Okay, then. And then if we come over here, you have, again, I didn't make that either. But you have a modern house, which it's okay. It's very intricate, and it's too intricate. It doesn't look good. It needs more color and stuff. But, yeah. Here's actually the original design for the, pet salon that I made. This is where it was first made. I think it was in this specific world, actually. I'm not 100% positive. But I got the design directly off this. I pretty much copied it block for block. It's very The letters look The way that roof is I like the general, like, build itself, the back part, but I don't like this front part very much. And here's the appliance store. Let me see if appliances is still spelled wrong. I don't think it is. I think I did fix that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, if you have any suggestions for any tutorials, feel free to leave them in the comments. I do have a very good suggestion, which is it's a part of my childhood. So, we'll see if it still is popular, but, yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace!